to the Kent Lapp Podcast.
I feel like the younger generation isn't watching the news as much as the older generation.
Nope.
Like
not at
I
all.
don't watch any news.
My friends don't even have cable.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up Mennonite, so we weren't supposed to have TV. So I don't watch news growing up because of that. And then in more recent years, I don't like to watch live television. You know, like we watch TV shows, but we use Amazon Prime and Netflix and YouTube and all that. Like we don't ever watch. The only time I watch live TV anymore is football games. So if that's the shift that's happening, and with your experiences and your talents, and you're moving to Hawaii, why don't you start your own show? Why don't you start your own podcast? Like a video, it could be a daily thing too.
Actually, it's funny. As a sophomore in college, I believe, I tried to start a vlog type of deal, a video show of trying to bring in real news and then also fun news for millennials because I knew nobody was watching, or my age just wasn't interested in the news because we have social media. Why would you turn on the news when everything is about to be on Facebook and you can just look at that?
Right.
I tried that. I did not do very good at it. I mean, it just wasn't I don't think I had the right mindset for it.
Okay.
I am going to start a vlog, but I don't think I'm going to incorporate news.
Sure.
I think it's just going to be, first of all, for my husband and I to document everything.
Cool.
And then kind of show people what it's like going from the South to Hawaii.
That's very cool. Have you started that already? Have you done some?
I have not done it yet. I think I'm going to start as soon as I get on the island. I've taken a couple videos with my phone. I'm going to start out small and see if I can edit them together.
Yep. Put them on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. Because so here's the situation. I don't particularly trust the news, if I'm honest. Yeah. And it's not because I think it's all corrupt. It's just because these are privately or publicly owned companies and they're a business and they have, earnings that they got to hit, and they have people that need to watch, and they've got competition, and they've got targets, and all of these different things. So, and then you have, if you have a business, you have people that run that business. So you have managers and leaders of that business, and those people have friends that happen to be in, say, politics or other places of power. And the next thing you know, there is influence that happens. It's not. I don't watch it because I think it's all corrupt. It's just I have other places for my news, and if I do feel like if you watch Fox, you're going to get one point of view, and if you watch CNN, you're going to get another point of view. Well, I can't have the time to watch Fox and then watch CNN and come up with my own opinions. I need someone that I can trust. So I've sort of switched from following news stations like NBC or Fox or CNN or MSNBC to more following a person. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's a trend or not, but if it is, then that leaves, again, that leaves an opening or an opportunity there for other people to kind of be a trusted source.
Well, my advice is to get most of all your information from local news. We cover it all. And I can't personally speak on national news stations, and I'm kind of laughing so you can kind of hear my tone of how I feel about them. I don't know. I can't. With national news, I've never worked there, so I can't say what it's like there. But with local news, you're living in your community, and people will call you out if you are wrong.
Okay.
And if you go look on Facebook, of course, there's so many comments. But local news is this cool place of so many different opinions and different people from all over the country. Because of the way I told you how we move up, a lot of us are from all over the place. So I'm kind of homegrown. It's weird that I've only really worked in Tennessee and Mississippi. I know people who are from every single part of the country who work with us. Colorado, right here in Nashville, Florida, Boston. Those are just some of my coworkers now.
Okay.
So they're all different opinions. And because we are owned by those companies, like you said, your Fox station about 95% of the time, maybe 90% of the time, is not owned by Fox.
Hmm.
My NBC station, we are not owned by NBC. We're owned by Meredith Corporation. Well, I'm not there anymore, but the station I was working for. And then my station prior to that was Cox Media Group. And they usually own stations from all different aspects. So, I know Fox 13, their big station in Atlanta is an ABC, I believe, station. So we don't really have the views of those networks coming into play with us. So it's just
Okay.
a bunch, and it's really cool. We do have marketing and we do have sales, and that is how people make their money 100% at any news station ever. Your commercials, are the way you make money. But newsrooms are really cool, as the newsroom kind of showed, of just people who have dedicated their life. Of course, I said I had identity issues with it in the past. I probably still do, but it's a lot of people who just pride themselves on being objective journalists,
Okay.
and they just want
In local
news.
local news.
I can't speak for network. I don't know how
Okay.
any of them are, but it's just a bunch of people who want to get the news out right for people. Of course, you can have your bad eggs everywhere.
Yeah. So you seem to have a fairly optimistic view of at least local news.
But yes,
Like you don't see it being manipulated beyond control.
I think people can sometimes get mixed up. Say local news makes a mistake or says something that seems subjective, right? I think sometimes people can think we are doing it maliciously. A lot of times it's because we're humans and there's ignorance in that. Nobody can be 100% objective no matter how much they try.
Yeah.
And then also, the way news is starting to work now, we're having to do more with less. So we're having to do more stories with less time, because that's the way social media has made us work. There's no waiting until 5 o'clock to get your whole story out there. You have to be tweeting and you have to, be teasing and all of that stuff throughout the day. And with that, we're humans. There can be mistakes made. And honestly, I didn't think I was going to have this optimistic of a view when I started talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.